Hey guys, it's Arad from Huntington Company, and on today's episode of TikTok, it's going to be a short one, and that is because we got a watch in from a client who had some concerns in regards to the watch serial number. So we get to take a closer look, and I also get to show you guys what to identify as a fake watch and what is going on with this. Is it fake or is it original? Let's take a closer look at this reference 14,000 and see what the concern was and how we are able to identify what is going on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What we have here is a tritium dial salmon reference 14,000 Rolex Air King. What's going on is that the serial number just doesn't add up to the production years of this watch. To do a quick breakdown, if you take a look online, this Rolex was produced from 1989 to 1999, but the serial number on it is a 4.4 million. And if you take a look at a Rolex database and you search up a 14.4 million serial number, what you have is a date that states 1976. But the Rolex Air King 5-digit was not released till the late 1980s. Now, another thing that you need to understand is Rolex service centers and how they replace cases. When you look at a serial number like this, but everything looks good, don't cross out the idea that this watch is not original right away. This watch could still be a real Rolex. That doesn't mean that it's fake, just because the serial number doesn't make sense. So if you look at the Rolex Service Center serial numbers for replaced cases for watches like this, you will learn that Rolex uses both 4.4 million serials and 4.7 million serials for their replaced cases when a watch comes into service and the case is replaced. So what we have here is an original Rolex Air King that found its way into a Rolex service center, and sadly the case has been replaced by a service case. So technically, yes, it is all original to Rolex, but not all original to the watch itself and the specific reference 14,000. That does deteriorate the value of the watch by a good amount, but it doesn't mean that it's fake. So if you buy it for the right price, I don't think you really have much to worry about. But also understand that yes, the case could be fake, but we know with this watch that it is original to Rolex themselves because of the serial number being identified as a Rolex Service Center case. Also, if you unscrew the case back, which is something that our client couldn't do and we were happy to do, you would see that Rolex Service has etched in the original serial number for this watch. And now we know that the watch is correct because on the case back and the inside, they etched a U serial. And if you look online, a U serial Rolex, it dates back to either 1997 or 1998, which is correct for the reference 14,000. So again, if a Rolex has been sent to the Rolex Service Center and the case gets replaced, that means that the serial number changes. So if you ever get a watch in like this, don't scratch off the idea that the watch is just not original. It could still be a real Rolex. Just because the serial number isn't correct doesn't mean that the watch is fake. You need to identify if it's a service case or not. Do your research with each specific model. We found out that the Rolex reference 14,000 has service cases for 4.4 and 4.7 mil serials, and that does work for the majority of neo-vintage and vintage Rolexes that get their cases replaced by Rolex themselves. So when we were able to identify that, it made sense. This is a 4.4 million. Then if we take off the case back and we look inside, Rolex service centers have etched in the original serial, which is a U serial. So we were able to identify what the original serial number is, and because we saw that etching and the serial number that correlates to a Rolex Service Center, we were able to identify that yes, this watch is all original to Rolex, just not all original to the watch. So hopefully you guys learned something new today, and always remember to take a closer look at any watch you are purchasing so you have a better understanding of what you're buying and what you're looking at. I know that not a lot of people know about this serial number situation when it comes to Rolex service centers, so I'm happy to share that with you guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video, and remember, we are giving away another watch, and for this month, we are giving away a brand new marathon. So if you haven't entered already, make sure you follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, and share on all our videos and posts to get a better chance of winning for the month of March. And then comment below this video so I know that you guys have entered, and good luck on your chance of winning a brand new marathon. Thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next one.